The world we live in runs on invisible systems. Technology connects us, guides us, and powers our daily lives. But what happens when one system we depend on suddenly disappears? In this documentary, we explore what the world would look like without the internet, how it affects money, hospitals, governments, and everyday people. Welcome to Infinity Documentary, where we explain the modern world, uncover hidden realities, and complex topics into simple stories anyone can understand. The internet feels invisible. We don't see it, we don't touch it, but it is everywhere. From the moment we wake up, the internet is already working for us. Our phone alarm syncs with the time. Messages arrive instantly. Weather updates load in seconds. Maps guide us to work or school. Most people don't think about the internet anymore. It feels permanent, reliable, always there. But what if it suddenly disappeared? Not slow, not weak, completely gone. No Wi-Fi, no mobile data, no websites, no apps, no online services. What would really happen? To understand that, we must first understand how deeply internet controls daily life. The internet is not just social media. It runs communication, banking, transportation, healthcare, business, government systems, emergency services. The modern world is built on constant connection. Without it, everything changes. Let's imagine a normal morning. People wake up and check their phones. But today, nothing loads. Messages don't send. Notifications don't refresh. Apps freeze. At first, people think it's a small problem. Bad signal. Wi-Fi issue. Phone glitch. People restart phones. Turn airplane mode on and off. Reset routers. Nothing works. Within minutes, confusion spreads. Social media doesn't load. Search engines don't work. Email stops updating. People realize something is wrong. This isn't just one app. It's everything. The internet is gone. The first emotion is confusion. People feel uncomfortable. They don't know what's happening, why it's happening, how long it will last. People try to find information, but they can't. News websites don't load. Online TV doesn't stream. Messaging apps are silent. For the first time in years, people feel disconnected. Then frustration begins. Work emails can't be sent. Online meetings fail. Students can't join classes. People who work remotely are stuck. Businesses that depend on online systems stop functioning. Orders don't go through. Payments fail. Customer service disappears. Within the first hour, productivity collapses. People realize how much of their daily routine depends on connection. Then comes fear. If the internet is down everywhere, people begin to ask, is this an accident? Is it a cyber attack? Is it permanent? Without information, rumors grow. People start guessing. Some panic. Some stay calm. Some don't believe it yet. Meanwhile, companies begin emergency procedures. Internet service providers scramble to find the cause. Engineers check servers. Governments try to understand the scale. But communication is limited, because even governments depend on the internet. The world begins to feel smaller and quieter. Cities are still full. Cars still move. Lights still work. But something is missing. The invisible system that connects everyone is silent. And this is only the beginning. Because the first hour without the internet is uncomfortable, but the next hours will be dangerous. In the next part, we will see what happens when money, banks, and businesses lose connection, and how fast the economy begins to freeze. After the first shock passes, people begin to notice something much more serious. Money stops moving. In today's world, money is mostly digital. We swipe cards. We tap phones. We send online payments. Cash is rarely used. When the internet goes down, digital money freezes. People walk into stores to buy food or water. They take items to the counter. The card machine does not work. Payment fails. Some stores try again. Still nothing. People search their wallets. Many don't have cash. Shops begin refusing customers. Within hours, panic buying begins. People rush to stores, trying to buy essentials. Shelves check balances. They cannot transfer money. They cannot receive salaries. Inside banks, employees struggle. Modern banks depend on live internet connections. Customer data is stored on servers. Transactions are verified online. Without connection, banks cannot confirm anything. They begin to limit services. Some close temporarily. People waiting outside grow anxious. Trust begins to weaken. Businesses suffer immediately. Most companies depend on online orders, cloud systems, email, digital records. Offices fall silent. Meetings are cancelled. Projects stop. Deadlines are missed. Remote workers are completely disconnected. Freelancers lose income instantly. Gig workers cannot receive jobs. Delivery services stop operating. Online shopping disappears. Warehouses cannot process orders. Tracking systems fail. Supply chains break. Factories slow down. They cannot receive instructions. They cannot confirm shipments. They cannot update inventory. Transportation of goods becomes confused. Drivers don't know where to deliver. Schedules disappear. Routes are unclear. Airports face chaos. Ticket systems rely on internet access. Check-in systems fail. Security databases are unavailable. Flights are delayed or cancelled. Passengers are stuck. Meanwhile, stock markets collapse. Trading depends on real-time data. Without internet, markets cannot operate. Prices freeze. Investors panic. Global confidence drops. Governments try to respond, but communication is limited. Emergency meetings happen offline. Officials rely on landlines and radio. Information spreads slowly. Rumors grow faster than facts. People begin to fear the worst. Is this temporary? Is this permanent? Is this an attack? Without trusted information, fear spreads. Workplaces close early. Schools cancel classes. Parents rush to pick up children. Cities feel tense. People realize something important. The internet is not just entertainment. It is the foundation of the modern economy. Without it, money cannot move. Businesses cannot operate, work cannot continue. The world is learning a hard lesson. Within one day, the internet outage has already caused billions in losses. And this is still only the economic impact. In the next part, we will see what happens when hospitals, transportation systems, governments, and emergency services lose the internet, and how quickly lives are put at risk. As the internet outage continues, the impact moves beyond money and business. Now, human lives are at risk. One of the most critical areas affected is healthcare. Modern hospitals depend heavily on the internet. Patient records are stored digitally. Test results are sent online. Doctors communicate through internal systems. Medical equipment is connected to networks. When the internet goes down, hospitals are forced into emergency mode. Doctors cannot access patient histories. Medication records become unavailable. Appointment systems stop working. Nurses return to paper notes. Many are not trained for this anymore. Confusion spreads quickly. Emergency rooms become overcrowded. Ambulances still arrive, but coordination becomes difficult. Dispatch systems fail. Hospitals cannot easily communicate with each other. In critical cases, seconds matter. Without fast communication, delays become dangerous. Some medical machines rely on live updates and remote monitoring. These systems stop functioning properly. Doctors must make decisions with limited information. Lives are put at risk, not because doctors are unskilled, but because systems they depend on are gone. Next, transportation systems begin to break down. Modern transportation is controlled by technology. Traffic lights are often connected to central systems. GPS guides drivers. Public transport relies on digital schedules. Without internet, traffic systems lose coordination. Traffic lights malfunction. Congestion increases. Accidents become more common. Drivers who rely on navigation apps feel lost. Delivery vehicles stop moving efficiently. Emergency vehicles struggle to find the fastest routes. Air travel faces serious problems. Airports rely on internet-connected systems for flight tracking, passenger information, security checks. Without connection, flights are delayed or cancelled. Air traffic control switches to backup systems, but capacity is reduced. Safety becomes the priority. Train systems slow down. Schedules disappear. Ticket systems fail. Passengers are confused. Transportation becomes unreliable. Now, the pressure reaches government systems. Governments use the internet to communicate, share intelligence, coordinate services, inform the public. Without it, coordination slows dramatically. Officials rely on landlines, radios, and physical meetings. Information moves slowly. Decisions take longer. At the same time, people demand answers. They can still operate, but less efficiently. Criminal activity may increase. Darkness, confusion, and limited communication create opportunity for crime. Communities feel unsafe. People begin staying indoors. Public order becomes fragile. Another critical issue is power and utilities. Electricity itself may still function, but management systems rely on the internet. Monitoring becomes limited. Water systems, gas networks, and energy grids depend on data. Technicians work manually to prevent failures. Every system is under stress. As hours turn into days, exhaustion sets in. Workers are tired. Supplies are limited. Decisions become harder. People begin to understand something deeply important. The internet is not a luxury. It is infrastructure, just like roads, water, and electricity. Without it, modern society struggles to function safely. The world is now facing a serious question. How long can this continue? And what happens next if the internet does not return? In the final part, we will explore the social impact, the risk of chaos, how recovery might happen, and the important lessons humanity must learn from a world without the internet. As the internet outage continues, the problem is no longer just technical. It becomes social. People begin to change. At first, many people feel restless. They reach for their phones again and again, forgetting the internet is gone. Some feel anxious. Others feel strangely quiet. Without social media, news feeds, and constant updates, people feel disconnected from the world. But slowly, something unexpected happens. People start talking to each other again. Neighbors step outside. Families sit together. Conversations last longer. For some, this feels refreshing. They organize locally. Other areas struggle. Arguments break out. Supplies become limited. Trust weakens. Human behavior is revealed clearly. Crisis shows both the best and the worst of society. Governments and engineers work non-stop to restore the internet. Backup systems are activated. Physical repairs are made. International cooperation begins. Restoring the internet is not simple. The internet is not one machine. It is millions of systems working together. Repairing it takes time. When connection slowly returns, relief spreads. Phones refresh. Messages arrive. News updates appear. People feel connected again. But the world does not instantly return to normal. Trust has been shaken. People realize how fragile modern life is. The outage leaves deep questions. Why are so many critical systems connected to one network? Why are there not stronger backups? Are we too dependent on technology? Experts begin discussing changes. Governments plan better emergency systems. Hospitals improve offline backups. Businesses prepare alternative processes. Some people change personal habits. They carry cash again. They reduce screen time. They value offline skills. The outage becomes a lesson. Technology is powerful, but not perfect. The internet brought incredible progress. Instant communication, global knowledge, economic growth. But it also created dependence. The future is not about rejecting technology. It is about balance. Technology should support human life, not replace it. Systems should have backups. People should stay informed and prepared. Education becomes key. People must understand how technology works and what happens when it fails. Because the next outage may not be global. It could be local. It could be regional. It could happen again. History shows that systems fail. Prepared societies survive better. A world without the internet is uncomfortable, sometimes dangerous. But it also reminds humans of something important. We are more than machines. Connection is not only digital. Community is not only online. Human strength does not come from networks alone. It comes from cooperation, understanding,